I know I'm late on this video, but it's here now, so let's talk about it. Clint Dempsey has officially retired from soccer. He's hung up his boots. He's done. He's finished. It's over. We'll never see Clint Dempsey, that number 2 beautiful jersey, playing for the U.S. men's national team or Sounders or any other team going forward because he's it. He's done. And that really hit me hard. Like, I was like, damn, this really, like, it upsets me. Like, 'cause I was upset with Landon Donovan retired the first time. The second time, I was like, all right, this better be for real, bro. But for Clint Dempsey, I was like, I don't know. He just was like, I preferred Clint Dempsey over Landon Donovan all the time. I just feel like Clint Dempsey was just like, not always better, but just like a cooler dude. I don't know. It's just something dumb that made me like him more. But so today, let's talk about why he retired, what he's done for his clubs, and what he's done for his country, and what has he done for himself in the game. So starting off with why he retired. I don't know. I'm not Clint Dempsey. I'm not his family. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know the dude personal level, unfortunately. But my guess was he's 35 years old, and for some reason in sports that's like super old. But in real life it's not. But 35 again in sports is old, so he was getting up there. I was hoping to see him a couple more years, maybe like 38, pushing it like to the max. But I know he was suffering like a lower back injury for Seattle Sounders. He was like just recovering or just about to come back from injury. But maybe he was just like, you know what, guys, I just can't do it anymore. Like, I'm getting up in age. I want to do my own thing now. Like, maybe he's just like, like, there comes a point in every player's mind where just like, yeah, I just can't do it anymore, or my body can't do it anymore. And maybe that's what he was feeling. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say that's why he retired. I'm just saying that's what my perception is. So don't quote me. So Clint Dempsey's been in the game for about 15 years total, and in those 15 years, he's had about 4 clubs that he's played for. Only 4 clubs. Like, in 15 years, that's not bad. A lot of players go through clubs like every year. Hate players like that. A lot of players just stay into one club for the rest of their career. Cool players. So Clint Dempsey started off his career at New England. I think he was super drafted or MLS drafted, whatever the hell they call it. I hate the draft. He was drafted in 2004 for New England. He didn't really win anything there. He scored some good goals, a lot of goals. He helped them get to like 2 MLS finals, which is good. They didn't win anything, but you know what? He helped them get there. That's what matters. And then in 2006, Fulham came along. Like, that guy looks pretty good, so let's take him. So they took him to Fulham, back all the way to London, in England, because Fulham is like a club that has like lots of American players in their history. They have Clint Dempsey. They have Brian McBride. Who else? Carlos Bocanegra, I think, was there. So that's like a really big American like club for like some American players to go to. But anyway, he didn't really win anything for Fulham either. He helped them get to a Europa League final where they lost to Atletico Madrid, which is reasonable. Atletico Madrid is a good team. Wouldn't be upset losing to them, but he got them to the final, which is great. He also was their player of the season 2 times in a row. So good job for you, Clint Dempsey. And then his next club after Fulham, which he was at Fulham for 6 years, by the way. So after that, he went to, as many of you know, Tottenham Hotspur. And when he went to Tottenham Hotspur, I was like, this is it. Like, this is a big change for American soccer players in Europe, or just like European teams looking at American players. Like, you know what? Tottenham Hotspur has Clint Dempsey. Why we should get someone else? Like, I was just like, this could be a turning point. Get some more recognition for American players in MLS, or just anywhere. But it didn't go so well in Tottenham Hotspur. And you know what? He was the highest salaried American player playing the game, I think, when he was at Tottenham Hotspur, at least in Europe. I'm not sure about overall, but it didn't go well. And you know what? I'm not going to blame all the blame on Clint Dempsey and be like, you know what, you guys, or you know what, you suck because you're just not a good player. Because I think Clint Dempsey's a phenomenal player. He's not like, Messi level, but he's not, I don't know. He's a good player, okay? I'm not going to compare him to anybody. But Tottenham Hotspur at that time, I think it was like 2011-ish, they weren't really that good of a team. I know they were in Champions League and stuff, Europa League, but they just weren't. I feel like that club was like a mess at that point. I remember watching Tottenham Hotspur a lot, and they just like didn't have any really good managers to manage the team. Their players weren't like that good. They were just all over the place. Relied too much on Gareth Bale back then. So it really wasn't his fault that he didn't succeed at Tottenham Hotspur. I feel like if he went to Tottenham Hotspur now, if he could get into the team, which I think he could, he'd do way better. He'd score more goals. He'd be more helpful. They'd probably win some more things. Tottenham Hotspur as a whole right now is way better, 100 times better than they were back 7 years ago. But then after that, he decided to leave, and he went back to MLS with a lot of controversy. A lot of people were like, especially by Jurgen Klinsmann, was like, why are my players coming back to MLS? Why aren't they staying over there? Doesn't matter. Clint Dempsey came back to Seattle Sounders and won 3 trophies. He won every single trophy. He won In 2014, he won US Open Cup and the Supporter Shield, and in 2016, he won the MLS Cup. So Seattle Sounders fans love Clint Dempsey. Who the hell doesn't? Any American soccer fan who watches the game should love Clint Dempsey, just like they should love Landon Donovan's. Yeah. So that's your first club career. I know he didn't win any like major European trophies like the Champions League or FIFA Club World Cup, Europa League, but you know what? He wasn't really with teams who could get him there. I mean, he helped Fulham get there, but Fulham was Fulham, not the biggest English club out there. And Tottenham Hotspur, that, like I said at the time, were like in turmoil, so they were never going to get to the final or even win it. But if he played for like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, or Madrid, he definitely win one. And we'd be saying totally different things about Clint Dempsey. Now for his individual honors, he's got quite a few, but I'm just going to get a handful of them that I think are like major important. And tell you guys, in 2015, he was CONCACAF Gold Cup's top goal scorer. In 2009, he made team of the tournament for the Confederations Cup. I think that was the Confederations Cup where USA actually beat Spain, who went on to be like the World Cup champions. But still, we beat them. It was a big upset. So he won team of the tournament for that year. He was Honda Player of the Year 3 times. USA Athlete Player of the Year 3 times, MLS All-Star 4 times, MLS Rookie of the Year in 2004, and then MLS Comeback Player of the Year in 2017. So pretty good honors there for you, Clint Dempsey. Clint Dempsey, I think, was one of the best American soccer players in the game, best to put on the American jersey, and it's unfortunate that he didn't break Landon Donovan's goal-scoring record. He tied it, I think it was like last year, at 57, so him and Donovan are both at 57 goals overall, so that's where it's going to stay. I think the next person in line to try to beat that is Josie Altidore, and he has 41, so you guys know how I feel about Josie Altidore. I'm not the biggest Josie Altidore fan. I don't rate him that high, but who never knows, he could surprise me. He could go on like a goal-scoring record in the qualifying coming up and score like 15 goals and then be top goal scorer, and people will be like, wow, Altidore is the best American soccer player in the world. He's not. You know, it's sad to see players retire, like from any team or any country, doesn't matter. It's just sad to see a player retire because, you know, they love to play the sport. And when they retire, it's just like, you know what, they just can't do it anymore. That sucks because they love to play this game, and now they can't. Now they just got to watch or coach. And who knows, maybe Clint Dempsey might be a coach one day for the U.S. men's national team or for an MLS team or just maybe a random team in Europe. And I hope he does that. I feel like he would maybe be good at it. I don't know. He can learn, right? He can learn. Yeah, he can learn. But before I go, I want to say to you, Clint Dempsey, if you're watching this, I highly doubt you are. But thank you so much for everything that you did for Seattle Sounders. Thank you everything so much eternally that you did for U.S. men's national team. You were by far one of the best players that ever put on the American soccer jersey, and you did so much for the sport in this country and globally that I really hope you enjoy your retirement. I really hope you go on to do what you love to do, spend time with the fam, you know, go fishing. I heard you like to go fishing, so maybe do that, catch some cool fish. Now I'm just babbling because I'm starstruck, because what if he is watching? He's not. If the United States ever wins a World Cup, you best believe that World Cup is also for you, Clint Dempsey, and all the other past American soccer players who have retired, because without you guys, that team would be nowhere. This team that we have currently would be nowhere if it wasn't for players like you who helped us get there, helped the sport grow in this country. So thank you for that. And I don't know what else to say. Alright, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I would love to know your thoughts on this whole Clint Dempsey thing. Do you guys think he's one of the best American soccer players to ever play the game? Do you like him better than Donovan? Let me know down below. And FIFA 19, I think, comes out pretty soon. So be sure you guys subscribe, because I'm going to have some good FIFA 19 top content coming out very shortly. As soon as I get the game, the sooner you guys will get some FIFA career mode shit. Alright. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye!